Hello guys, sorry we're starting a bit late today. I don't know if you can see me. Let's do this. So today we're going to be talking about the health benefits of plantains. Why should we incorporate plantains into our daily diet? Now, before we start, or before I start, I'd like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've not already subscribed to our YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/tastebudzng. So it is youtube.com/tastebudzng. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. It is youtube.com/tastebudzng. So our topic today, we'll be discussing plantains. So if you're just joining in now, we'll be discussing the health benefits of plantains. Why should we incorporate plantains into our daily diet? Why should we opt for plantains instead of rice or white bread or white potatoes? Okay? Now, how many of you like plantains? I'm a big fan. I love plantains. I remember when I was a child, I loved plantains so much that I used to wish for a bowl of plantains. I used to say, okay, when I grow up, I'm going to eat plantains every day. I'll have a bowl of fried plantains and I'll have it with lots of sauce on it or egg. That used to be my dream, as a child. I used to want to grow up to eat plantains because, back in the day, as children, when your mom makes this pot of beans or rice, they are going to split the plantains like 2 pieces or four slices on each plate. It used to be so annoying. Who can relate with that? It used to be so annoying. So I was like, you know what? When I grow up and I have my own cooking pot, I'm going to eat as much plantains as I want. But that was my dream as a little child. Now I have the opportunity to eat as much plantains as I want. But guess what? I don't even remember making that wish or having that as my dream. Anyway, there was a question a lady put forward to me on my IG. That was, I think 2 days ago when I put up that post about, when I put up the post of the stir-fry black bean vegetable stuffed plantain boats. Yes. So that was on my healthy eating page. By the way, our healthy eating page is Tastebudz NG Healthy Eating on IG. So you might want to come to our healthy eating page and get inspired for some healthy tips, meals you like to prepare in your home, meals you'd like, to prepare for yourself or your family. So she came on my IG page, she liked the meal, and then she dropped the comment. She said, is it healthy to eat ripe plantains? Obviously she's trying to cut down her weight, or she's trying to lose some kilos. And then she said, why was I using ripe plantains to make the plantain boats? Like, she thought eating plantains was not good. If you're trying to lose weight, eating ripe plantains is a no-no. Eating unripe plantain in general is a no-no. That's what she thought. And she was like, hey, I liked your recipe. I like the stuffed plantain boats. I like to try it. But I'm trying to lose some weight, and I think eating ripe plantains is not good for me. So if you're thinking that you want to lose some kilos and eating ripe plantain or unripe plantain is not good for you because plantains are carbohydrates, I have news for you. We have what we call healthy carbs, okay? We have healthy carbs, we have carbohydrates that are unhealthy. When I say healthy carbs, I mean carbohydrates that are rich in starch and fiber content, okay? Plantain falls into that category. It is rich in starch and it's rich in dietary fibers. And carbohydrates that are rich in dietary fibers helps you to burn fat. For example, white bread. White bread is not rich in dietary fiber. White bread, it's not a naturally occurring food. It is a processed food. It's a processed product. You don't just go to the farm and then you get white bread from a tree. No, it is processed in the sense that white bread is produced by using corn flour, cassava flour, that's tapioca flour, or whatever type of processed flour it is. You bake it, you add some emulsifiers, some flavors, some additives. And when we're talking about eating healthy, we are talking about eating natural foods, mostly organic foods, foods that can be sourced naturally. And plantain falls into that category. Now imagine a slice of white bread has approximately 80 to 90 grams of calories. Then if it's wheat bread, it has approximately 70 to 75 grams of calories. And if we're being honest with ourselves, we know that on a normal day, let me have those. Thank you. If we're being honest with ourselves, then we'll know that on a normal day, if you're having breakfast, you do not eat a slice of bread. Don't lie. I know some of you are saying, I eat a slice of bread. That's not you being honest. Because if you eat a slice of bread, assuming you eat a slice of bread for breakfast, which is about 70 to 80 grams of calories, depending on the type of bread you're eating, you are going to binge. The probability for you to eat something else before it is lunchtime, it's very, very high up there. You're going to get hungry because first, a slice of bread might not be so filling, and secondly, because bread is not very rich in fiber like plantain, for example, or like red potatoes, you might have the tendency to binge or to eat something else before it's lunch. So we're encouraging people, if you're trying to start cutting down on your weight, you want to start losing weight, or you're trying to maintain your weight, we'll advise you that if you're going to be eating a carbohydrate food or a food that has carbs, go with carbs that are high in fiber. Hello, Ife Ojora, how are you doing? Today we're discussing plantains either unripe plantain or ripe plantain. So that's what we're discussing today. The health benefits of plantains, why we should have plantains incorporated into our diet. Hello, Priscilla. How are you doing? Thanks for joining in. So, hello, Ife. So this discuss for today. Should we have plantains incorporated into our diet, or should we ignore it totally because plantains are carbohydrate based? So now I'm telling you guys, plantains are very rich in fiber, dietary fiber. It is also rich in starch. Okay, so we're trying to go with healthy carbs that are rich in fiber, that helps you to burn down fat. So plantain happens to be in that family. Same thing with red potatoes, but today we're discussing plantains. Okay, and remember, plantains are a good source of vitamin A, they're a good source of vitamin C, they're a good source of vitamin B6, and we know that vitamin B6 helps promote eye health, okay, and boost your immunity. You know, vitamin B6 is very good for, is an immunity booster, okay, and plantain is very rich in vitamin B6 as well. So there are many nutritional benefits of plantains, and they're also naturally sourced. They are not processed. You get plantains in their natural occurring state. So this is a plus plus because plantains have no GMO, they're not genetically modified, they are natural, they are organic, and they're rich in fiber. So when you're considering why you should have plantain into your diet, think about it, something that boosts your immunity, you know, it produces collagen, or it helps in the production of collagen. From the studies we have had in recent times, plantain has been proven to boost the production of collagen. You want that collagen, you want to be youthful for a very long time, and when you're no longer in your 20s, trust me, production of collagen is key, especially for the ladies. Let's be honest, we want anything. I mean, people are going all out taking collagen supplements like mad, you know. I mean, there are some there are some health products that claim to give you over 1,000 milligrams of collagen in a pop, like in a capsule. Well, I don't know, I'm not going to delve into that because we don't know how true that is. But one thing I know for sure, women are collagen crazy. We want to have that supplement that boosts collagen production. We want to take it in our capsules. We want to take it, facial mask, skincare, spa, all that. And now you have one superfood. That's why plantain is listed as one of the superfoods. It has a lot of nutritional benefits. Imagine production of collagen in your breakfast, collagen production for lunch, collagen production for dinner. Instead of eating all the, loy and all that heavy pasta that you don't know all the additives that has been used in the production of the food. You're going for something natural, 100%. You know this is plantain. Nothing was put into it. This thing is going to produce collagen in your system. It's going to give you vitamin B6, vitamin C, vitamin A, prevent cardiovascular diseases, according to some research. That's what we've read, that plantain aids in the prevention of some cardiovascular diseases. So this is a superfood. Come on, guys, think about it. If this has been proven by some scientific research to give us all of these nutrients, why should we exclude it in our diet? Think about it. So for me, plantain is a plus. Now, back to what I was saying before I digressed. If we're to be honest with ourselves, no one really eats a slice of bread for breakfast. And if a slice of bread is going to give you about 70 to 80 calories for a slice of bread, which is not going to be filling because we eat way more than a slice of bread. And then one plantain, medium-sized plantain, right, cooked, all roasted, can give you about 180 to 200 calories. And this, my guys, this thing is very filling. Now, if you're on a weight loss program, I'll advise you, this is a whole plantain. And if you're going to get about 180 to 200 calories from eating this, why don't you boil the whole of this plantain, split it into 2 halves, put half of this plantain on your plate, serve it with your omelette, your grilled mushrooms, and a slice of tomato. Have it for breakfast. Have a glass of water. I tell you, because it's very rich in fiber, you're going to be full for a longer time. Yes. This is going to take you through breakfast. You can even have it as a brunch if you're not an early riser, like you wake up late. Sometimes I work really late and I sleep and I wake up pretty late, like 10 o'clock. So if I'm up by 10, my clock has started ticking for the day. I can have my half-boiled plantain with steamed spinach, fish on the side, and a bit of tomato sauce. You can have that for breakfast and tell me if you will not be full. You'll be full, and if you're not careful, you might even forget to have lunch and probably have an early dinner. So start your day eating healthy and eating right. So for me, incorporating plantains into your breakfast is a plus. it is a plus. I would rather have this any day for breakfast than eating white slice of bread, a slice of white bread. And also think about it from this angle. Some research has also shown that eating plantains nourishes our good gut. You know, when we're talking about good gut health, your bacteria, good gut health, those are the bacteria that lines your intestinal tract. They aid digestion. They increase your ability to digest food. When you're no longer in your 20s, you want to start improving your gut health. You want to start eating foods that aid digestion. Because one of the reasons why we bloat, one of the reasons why we find it difficult to lose weight after a certain age is because our metabolism has dropped. So instead of just looking for foods that are said, quote unquote, to be low in calorific content, why don't we go for superfoods, foods that have been proven to have a high grammage in fiber content? Fiber increases your metabolic rate. It improves your gut health because you want to digest your food easily. You don't want to eat food and, you know, get all bloated, you're unable to digest food and all of that. So let's look more into foods that build our gut health. And plantain has been listed as one of those foods that helps you in building a healthy gut. So for me, plantain is our superfood. So those that are opting for plantain for breakfast, let me see your hands up. And those that will still stick to their white bread, let me see your hands up. So please, guys, I really would like us to look into the choices we make when meal prepping. What are the choices we make when we're meal prepping? What do you have on the list, on your grocery list? Like for this week, Ife Ojora plantain, yay! Priscilla plantain, yay! And guys, I'm coming up with loads of recipes on how you can incorporate plantains into your breakfast plans, meal plan, how you can incorporate plantain into your lunch, how you can incorporate plantain into your dinner for you and your entire family. You know, you can make it a plantain lifestyle. Hello, Vicky Benson. How are you doing? Does it have to be greens? You can also have your ripe plantain, okay? You can go ripe. Yes, you can go ripe. But now we all have our different dietary requirements. Some people are diabetic. Some people are insulin intolerant. So you have to know what your status is. If you're on a low sugar diet, you might want to do unripe plantain, okay? But if you have no problem whatsoever with your sugar levels, you can also do ripe plantain. You can boil your ripe plantain. And there's another thing for me, like I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, okay? So I wouldn't do sometimes if I feel like doing the ripe plantain, I wouldn't go for the very ripe plantain because the riper the plantain is, the higher the sugar level. So you can go for half ripe. Half ripe plantain will do the trick for you. It will balance that sweet tooth you have. And on the sugar scale, it's not going to be so much. But be it ripe plantain or unripe plantain, it is still a superfood and it is way better than eating processed food. Guys, run away from processed food. Run as fast as you can, okay? If you have an alternative for organic food or processed food, any day, anytime, I'd rather a ripe plantain than a bowl of white rice or a bowl of, or 2 slices of white bread. Even the wheat bread, they tell us is wheat. I bake. I've run a bakery. I owned a bakery for years. When they tell you it's wheat bread, were you there when it was baked? No. Now, the wheat, the so-called wheat bread, because wheat is very expensive, I tell you, if most of these bakeries should do 100% wheat bread, majority of us will not be able to buy it. I mean, you will not want to buy a loaf of bread for $1,000. Yes? That's what it's going to cost to do pure wheat bread. So when they tell you it's wheat bread, it is 70% or sometimes 60% wheat flour and 30% corn or cassava flour. So you're not getting wheat bread, baby. What you're getting is bread with a bit of wheat flour in it. So there is nothing that beats you eating exactly what you know is in the food. What goes into the food? It's very important. So any day, anytime, I'll tell people, go organic. As much as you can, go organic. Incorporate superfoods into your meal prepping. Today we've treated superfood 1 for me, which is plantain. Our next Q&A live session, we're going to treat another superfood. So remember, when you think plantain, think of vitamin A in your system. Think of vitamin C in your system. Think of vitamin B6 in your system. And the one that bust my head, think of collagen production. See this skin? I love anything that produces collagen for me. There is gelatin in wheat, not good for everyone. Thank you very much. There are so many other things in wheat that we don't even know that is in wheat. They don't tell it to the public, you know. Collagen, yippee! That's right, that's it. Women are, I don't know, we are collagen crazy, you know. So whenever you think about plantain, think of collagen production, think of building a better gut health, think of eating a meal that keeps you fuller for a longer time. You know, when you eat foods that are high in fiber, you don't get hungry easily. Okay? And when you eat foods that are high in fiber, it helps you to break down fat because your metabolism increases. It increases your metabolic rate. So when you eat your meals, it digests quickly. You don't want to eat foods that bloat you up and foods that confuse our bodies. You see, we are all natural beings. We are programmed to understand organic things. When you eat something that is organic, your body understands it, it recognizes it immediately and it breaks it down. But when you eat foods that are processed, that's why I talked about canola oil briefly in my other live video I did some days ago. These are processed oils. They are not plant-based. When your body gets in contact with anything organic, it understands it and it breaks it down immediately. You know, takes what it needs and gets the other one out of your system, okay? But when it takes foods that are synthesized, foods that are processed, foods that are heavy with additives, emulsifiers, your body becomes confused. It doesn't understand this thing, so it holds it in for a longer time. And that's why every time you see people going, oh, I'm doing this detox plan. Oh, I want to detox. I'm detoxing this. I'm not saying detoxing yourself is bad. But when you eat things that your body recognizes, the tendency for you to keep detoxing and detoxing and detoxing is really reduced because you are consciously feeding your body with what your body understands and what your body can break down. So guys, I don't know if I've been able to convince anyone this evening, but please, I'm going to come up with recipes that are, you know, plantain friendly recipes that you can try at home, you know, using plantain for breakfast, using plantain for lunch, using plantain for dinner, with loads of greens. So that way you don't have to eat more than half of a medium-sized plantain for breakfast. You don't have to eat more than half a size of medium plantain for lunch. There's another thing I do with my soups. I'm going to be introducing a lot of healthy Nigerian meals. For example, you can have a bowl of pumpkin soup, vegetable soup with dried fish and snails, all organic. And then you can peel the skin of this plantain, puree the plantain, and then stir it in hot water, and it becomes plantain swallow. All freshly produced in your kitchen, no additives, no emulsifier, no preservatives, all natural. Now, after turning this one medium-sized plantain into a plantain swallow, you can now split it in two. Yes, you see, we tend to eat more than what our body really needs. You can't finish this. Oh, if I should turn this into plantain swallow, you can't finish it, because you have a bowl of vegetable soup with dried fish and maybe snails in front of you. So all you really need for lunch is just half of this plantain, just half of this plantain. And hope this is not plantain amala. No. Why is it not plantain amala? The plantain amala, from what I gather, the dried one they sell in the market, most of the time they mix it with other types of flour. They mix it with, sometimes with cassava flour, lafu, and all of that. But because this is natural, it's not even dried. It's just all plantain, no additives, like I said. And because it is high in fiber, you don't get hungry easily. So you can have this with your vegetable soup, and voila, lunch is served. All organic. All organic. So guys, that is it for plantain for today. What color does it come out as, please? It comes out as white, like off-white. It comes out off-white color, not dark. The dark one is the one you get from the market, the one that has been blended and sometimes mixed with other types of flour. That one comes out black. But this one comes out off-white. If you go to my Tastebudz NG Healthy Eating page on IG, you'll see a picture of what it looks like. It is almost the color of milk, like mixed milk, you know. I'm trying to see if I can get to Tastebudz Healthy Eating so I show you what it looks like. So you can also do that at home. There it is. It's not, okay. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see this. So it's kind of off-white, okay? It can't really show here, but if you go to my Tastebudz Healthy Eating page on IG, you'll see it is off-white and it is very nutritious. Trust me, guys, it is. And it's very delicious too. You'll love it. So that is it with my plantain topic today. So if you're considering what carbs you would like to eat or you'd like to have for breakfast, instead of doing your white bread or your white potatoes or a bowl of rice, please opt for this plantain. Now, you can boil your plantain for breakfast. You can boil it for breakfast. You can fry it with coconut oil. Yes. When frying your plantain, I will advise you to use coconut oil. Coconut oil has a higher point for frying. It's not like olive oil. You can use olive oil to fry. You can use coconut oil to fry. You can use avocado oil to fry. And it's very healthy because they are all plant-based oils. So you can use that to fry. You can also use that to make your sauce, fish, tomato sauce for your plantains. And you can also make your spinach with some tomatoes and some fish and have it with boiled plantain for breakfast. Or you can fry this for breakfast in coconut oil. Please do not use canola oil, vegetable oil to fry. They are very high in unsaturated fats. So please try to go organic whenever you can. It will save you a whole lot of trouble of detoxing and detoxing. What is the essence of detoxing anyway? When you feel your body has been loaded with things that ordinarily it's not supposed to be in your system. You want to get it out of your system. You want to detox your system. You want to flush your system. So you have to keep detoxing all the time if you know you are always consuming things you shouldn't be consuming. So let's try and help ourselves by reducing the number of trash we eat. That way we'll reduce the number of times we have to keep detoxing and detoxing and detoxing. And remember, collagen production, vitamin B6, vitamin C, which is also very good for your skin. You have flawless glowing skin when you take foods that are very rich in vitamin C. Vitamin A. Vitamin B6 is also very good for your eye health. So there are loads of benefits, and that is why plantain, for me, it's a superfood. I agree with all the nutritional facts that has been put out there for us to read and understand why plantain is termed a superfood. So this is a superfood. Include it in your meal prepping for you and your family. So thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in. Is there any question you'd like to ask? Priscilla, are you still there? Ifoma, are you still there? Are there questions you'd like to ask or you'd like us to talk about? Let me hear it. Thank you to Priscilla Cruz. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. So until our next live session, Ifyojara, thank you so much for joining in. Yes, my phone number is coconut oil good for diet. Coconut oil is fantastic. It is. Coconut oil, avocado oil is great. Olive oil is good. Walnut oil is also good, but it's difficult to lay your hands on it, and it's expensive as well. So, my phone number, it's on my IG page. I'm trying to get it for you now. So guys, please let me have all your questions you'd like to ask. Now, my phone number is 09096448433. 09096448433. My phone number is right there on my IG page, Tastebudz NG on IG, or Tastebudz NG Healthy Eating. You can reach me on either of the DM. Thank you for watching, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button, and if you do like this video, share it. Please share this video with your friends and loved ones. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.